We've had Dani over a week now and she has done all our vacuuming. I have done none of it, which is just awesome, and you'll be able to see here how much she's done. G'day guys, I'm so excited. I was sent this from Ecovacs. It is the DEEBOT N8. I've looked into these before, so I was so excited when they wanted to work with me. So we're going to test it out. I'm going to put it to the test. So I want to see how it goes vacuuming under the bed, going around kids' toys, what the mopping feature is like. Just a few of these things I can't wait to test out. So excited to see what this can do, because I do really need some help with the vacuuming. I just can't keep up at the moment. So we've got some mopping pads. And here she is. Like I've said, I've already researched this before they reached out to me. These little sweepers are meant to be awesome for actually going in the corners. And some of the other robotic vacuums don't have two, whereas this one's got one for each side. So I'm really excited to see how that goes with the corners. Here's a reusable mopping pad. Now this one, like I said, is the N8. It is not the N8 Plus. If it had the Plus, then it's got the automatic emptying. But what I did notice with that is it's got bags in it. So you end up having to buy bags eventually once it fills up. Whereas this one, I believe, you just pull out this once it's full. So I'm interested to see how quickly this fills in our house. Oh dear. Especially when it does under the bed. I love this colour matching. Power station next. All right, let's go plug it in. That light. Yay, looks like it's charging. Next, I'm gonna scan this so that I can download the app. Open the app, use the in-app scanner to scan the QR code under the cover of your robot. Okay, let's open it. So just reading through their terms and conditions, they've got the main ones in bold, which makes it easier to read. Next is the privacy policy. Next, email and a password for the Ecovacs app. Then let's scan it. Next, got to go add the Wi-Fi password. Next, it's asking us to open up the DEEBOT and then turn it on, which I've already done. So we'll just tick I've switched on the robot. Briefly press the reset button for 1 second and then release. You will hear that the DEEBOT is ready for network setup. My bad, I was pressing the wrong button. This is a really good diagram here. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's done this. So if I press here for 1 second.
Ready for network setup.
Cool, awesome. Here's a troubleshooting tip if you're having a bit of trouble connecting to the network like I did. I needed to use the 4G instead of the 5G, and then it connected together and worked so well. Just trying to go through my filming light. Ah, it's got quieter on the hardwood floors. Okay, that's pretty good. It's going under the toddler stool. Still mapping the first room. It's been going a couple of minutes. So when it's mapping, it goes around the outside of the room first and then it comes back and does the middle bit. It's done a great job. Those carpet lines. Just said low battery returning to charge. As you can see, it's turned red. Great. It's gone back to get charged, and I'm guessing once it's done, it'll head off again. So the great thing with this machine is it comes with a cleaning tool that sits just here. So clips off, no worries. It's got a brush down one end, and then down the other end it's got a razor blade, which is perfect for cutting the hair that gets caught up underneath. So here we are upside down. So when I first did this, we got even hair caught in here that I just used the razor blade to cut off. To get in here, you just clip these and then lift off. And you can see I've got a little bit of hair there. Trying to do this all one-handed, it's a lot easier when you're not holding a camera. And then I just slide along there and it cuts the hair, and you just do that the whole way round. There we go. It's done a great job getting that hair out. When you initially do the initial vac that goes everywhere, you'll get a lot more than that. And then it's got the little brush. And you brush these driving wheels, get a bit of fluff out. putting this back in is very simple. It just goes down that end and then clips in. And it's clipped in like that. And you put the cover back on. It's all good. So that's how easy it is to clean. Before dinner, as part of our evening routine, I get the kids to get everything off the floor. So while we're having dinner, Dani will come in here and vac. Post dinner, we're going to put the chairs up onto the table and she will vac and mop at the same time.
Starting clean.
Our new vacuum robot is called
Dani.
Dani. That's what we named her. Okay, so what are my thoughts? We've had it for over a week. In the first week, and I'll put this on the screen, it did 28 cleans and it did 12 hours and 21 minutes worth. And some of that was mopping, but by far the majority was just vacuuming. And I can't believe it. We're back to doing a vacuum daily, which is just awesome. I've built it into our routine. So we always try to tidy up the playroom before coming to dinner. Now we tidy it up, and while we're having dinner, Dani goes through and gives it a really good vacuum. And then after dinner, I've been putting the chairs up onto the table, getting all the big kind of chunky bits off the floor. Like if there's pasta bits, then I get that off. And then Dani comes around and she vacuums and mops at the same time. So the mopping is quite simple, just putting some water into that container at the front and then it goes around. Now I thought it vacuumed first then mopped, but it does it at the same time. The thing about this is though that it will not go over carpet and it will not go on a rug. So I had to move the setup of where I'd initially set up Dani onto the hardwood floors because she didn't want to go and mop on the carpet. So as soon as I attached that mopping attachment, she knew that she was in mopping mode. So she didn't want to go on carpet or rug. So I'm so stoked with the vacuuming component. The battery doesn't last doing our whole house. So when I was mapping out the whole house, she did it in 2 goes. So she'd vac and then she would go back and recharge, and then when she was fully recharged she would go out and continue vacuuming. So that was easy to do in a day when we weren't spending a lot of time at home, and she just went about her business and mapped the whole house. And I've mapped it twice now and that's really easy to do. I tend to not try and vacuum the whole house in one day. Like I said, I've got the playroom I do daily, the kitchen area I do daily, the kids' bedrooms and our bedrooms I definitely do more often than I was. So I do that probably every 2nd to 3rd day. I will do the bedrooms, I try and do the hallway regularly, but I don't actually have to vacuum. So it's very easy to press a button on my app and let her go do her thing. So obstacle wise, I must say that we had some cords that got caught up in her, but she just stops and tells you, and you get a notification on your phone and you know there's a problem and you can go and fix it. The same with cleaning. If she's got hair caught around the driving wheels, she'll let you know. If you need to clean out the dust container, she'll let you know. So she's very intuitive and a great communicator. So guys, these normally retail on Amazon for $699, but they're running a sale in April with $200 off. So $499 for a vacuum robot. And they've even given another code if you found out by my video to get an extra $10 off. So $489. So I'll leave the link down below. I'll leave more information specifically about the N8 if you want to have a bit of a look at that. To set up the mopping, it's really quite simple. Once I fill the reservoir with water and then clip on the mopping mat, then she knows and she says she's in mopping mode. Then she'll go where I tell her to go. Like I said, she won't go on carpet and she won't go on the rug. And she does a good job. They say that you can only do water or otherwise the squirters will get blocked. So that's just what we've done. Here I just chucked it in the washing machine and gave it a wash and then put it in the sun to dry. And then I'll use it again tonight. I am ecstatic to have a robot that does the vacuuming for me. It's saving time. It's giving me more time to myself, less time doing housework. Our house is also cleaner. I must admit it was quite shocking when I just set her to go at the start and she'd go clean an area and she would fill up in no time. She was telling me quite consistently that it was full. But now, because the house is under control, we don't have a build-up of dust and dirt and hair under the bed and in the bedrooms and down the hallway. Now she will do a complete clean and then I'll empty her at the end, but she's not full. So that's been awesome. Her ability to go under the bed, under the toy kitchen, and get herself out again is awesome. As you could see under the bed, she actually went around the pole and so got a really good close clean. I couldn't get that good a clean with my vacuum, so I'm so happy. I feel like our house is cleaner, less dust. I'm also happy to just be doing a gentle mop each night, just to keep it under control so that once again it doesn't really build up. I would say the mopping is more of a surface clean. However, the kids had some chalk on their feet. We'd been drawing outside on the concrete and they'd come in and they'd had some chalk fingerprints, and she cleaned that up, no worries. But to have someone automatically doing some mopping, I'm really happy with that. It saves me doing that, you know, quick spray and mop at the end of the day, which I just haven't been doing, whereas Dani does it every day for us, so that's great. The bonus I feel is we've definitely become more minimal. So in the kids' room, before they get up all their stuff onto their bed, and when we first did it there was a lot of stuff that went on the bed, and now we're just getting less and less stuff, and they really like her to vacuum quite regularly. So definitely becoming more minimal and just having our essential items out and about, because I'd rather her do the whole floor than have so many objects to go around. Right here I want to show you her going around a toy so you can see what that's like. So thanks heaps for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.